question I get asked most is, Amy, which Cricut should I buy? And I get it. The options can be really overwhelming. In today's video, I'm breaking down every Cricut machine on the market, including what they're best for, what to avoid, and which machine I'd recommend for you. So by the end of this video, you will know exactly which Cricut you should get and which one's your perfect match. This is the ultimate 2025 updated guide. So let's dive in. Cricut currently has these main machines on the market: the Cricut Joy, the Cricut Joy XTRA, Cricut Explore Air 2, Cricut Explore 3, Cricut Explore 4, Cricut Maker 3, Cricut Maker 4, and the Cricut Venture. So which machine is going to be right for you? We'll go through them all through smallest to the biggest. First up, the baby of the Cricut family, the Cricut Joy. This little cutie is compact, easy to store, and great for small, quick projects like labels, greeting cards, and vinyl decals. So if you live in a small apartment or you just want something lightweight, you will love it. The downsides: it can't cut as many materials as the other Cricut machines. The size of your products, especially the width, is going to be limited, and it doesn't have the force or versatility of the other machines. Now, the Cricut Joy XTRA fixes the regular Joy's biggest complaints, which I personally like because it cuts larger sizes like 8.5 by 11 inches up to 4 feet, and you can print and cut with the Joy XTRA versus the Joy you can't. It can cut, write, draw, and foil, but not score, engrave, deboss, and perforate. I always suggest the Cricut Joy XTRA to beginners because it is by far the most compact and simplest machine to learn. It's also smaller, which makes it less intimidating as the other bigger machines. So if you're just getting into crafting, I highly recommend the Cricut Joy XTRA. And if you're wondering about prices, the Joys are going to be the most affordable. Prices will not be mentioned in this video, but they will be linked in the video description, since the prices are always changing due to Cricut sales and just the market changing in general. So you get the latest update on the price in the video description. Next, the Cricut Explore Air 2. This was my first Cricut machine, and it has been around for years, literally since 2018. And you'll still see it everywhere. It is very reliable for vinyl, iron-on, cardstock, paper crafts, and cuts up to 12 feet like the other Explore and Maker models. The machine has some older features, like the dial knob to turn and select the material. And it also comes in a lot of fun colors. You'll see these mainly on Facebook Marketplace or refurbished on Cricut's website. The Explore Air 2 and other Explore models can cut, write, draw, foil, and score, but cannot engrave, deboss, or perforate. But since Cricut has released some of the newer machines, I personally wouldn't recommend the Air 2. If you do find it secondhand for a great deal, go for it. But if you want something current that'll keep up with Cricut's newest updates, you could skip this one. Next up, the Cricut Explore 3. It's basically the Explore Air 2's cooler, faster sibling. It cuts up to 100 plus materials. It's compatible with smart materials, which the Explore Air 2 is not. And it's great for vinyl, iron-on, cardstock, paper crafts, and other basic projects. But if you want to cut materials like wood, felt, chipboard, acrylic, you may want to look into the Maker machines, which we will get into later in this video. So my advice, if you're a secondhand crafter and have the budget for spending a little extra, from the Joys at least, this machine is the sweet spot of budget and power. Onto the Explore 4. This is the Cricut's newest mid-range machine, and it is even faster and more precise than the Cricut Explore 3. Really fast. I have the machine myself, and I filmed an entire tutorial on the Cricut Explore 4 while also discussing the main differences between that machine and the others. Cricut also updated their tool system, so it has better pressure and compatibility with new blades. It comes in 2 gorgeous colors and is by far the fastest machine on the market. So fast. So if you want the latest, newest Explore machine, go with the Explore 4. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. Next up, the original Cricut Maker, which is also another favorite of mine. It is a powerhouse, and knock on wood, I have yet to have any problems with it, especially after being on the market for so long. The regular Maker and the other Maker models cut up to 300 plus materials, so you can use all the cool fun blades like the rotary blade for fabric or the knife blade for wood. It can cut, write, draw, score, foil, engrave, deboss, and perforate. However, this machine is basically retired at this point. Cricut is kind of pushing the newer machines, which I understand. So they can be hard to find unless you find someone selling their unopened one on a place like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, or even a refurbished one on Cricut's website. So if you already own one of these, it is amazing. And let me know your thoughts in the comments if you have one too. On to the next maker model, the Cricut Maker 3, because there is no such thing as a Cricut Maker 2. I know, strange, right? The Maker 3 is like the Explorer's older sibling who went to grad school. It can cut, again, over 300 plus materials, including fabric, chipboard, thin wood, leather, and more. It kept all of the advanced tools of the Maker, but added smart materials, faster speed, and more cutting length. However, I have noticed and heard from other Cricut users that the Maker 3 is not the best with calibrating. So if you're making a lot of print and cut projects like stickers, magnets, I will usually perform any print and cut projects with my other machines like my regular Maker or my Explorer 4. The Maker 3 is also more expensive, and if you don't plan on using all of those specialty materials, you might not need all that power. Now onto the brand new Maker 4. This is the Cricut's powerhouse that came out. Same 300 plus material range, but with more cutting force, better precision, and updated tools that are future proof. This machine also came out at the same time as the Explorer 4 earlier this year in 2025. I'd say it's designed for serious crafters or craft business owners because of their latest updates to the machine, including its speed. So if you want the absolute top of the line, this machine is for you. And finally, the last machine on the market, the Cricut Venture. This is Cricut's commercial style machine. It is huge, fast, and built for production. You can cut up to 12 feet and make massive Cricut projects with it. This machine is great for business owners, crafters looking to expand their product range, or even teachers for making those beautiful bulletin board decor. The downsides of this machine are probably going to be the price and also the space, because if you don't have a lot of space, it takes up a lot of room. So if you're just starting out, I would skip this machine unless you are using it for bigger projects, or if you're creating bulk orders for a small business. So which machine is right for you? Let's break it down. The Joy and Joy XTRA are good for hobby crafters, making products like stickers, labels, and small spaces. The Explorer models like the Air 2, 3, or 4 are for well-seasoned, everyday crafters, making products like vinyl and t-shirts without needing to work with more materials in an affordable price range. The Maker 3 or 4 can be great for serious crafters that want versatility, more material options, and even small business owners. The Cricut Venture can be for high-volume businesses or crafters looking to expand their craft game and make bigger projects. At the end of the day, the best machine for you is going to be the one that matches you and your goals. So think about what projects you plan on making or products, not just the newest or fanciest one, unless that's what you want. And if you're wondering what my top machines are, they are the Explorer 4 and the Cricut Joy XTRA. Those two machines are going to be my top 2 recommendations. And if you're debating between the Explorer models and the Maker models, ask yourself, am I sticking to materials like vinyl and paper, or do I want to dive into heavier materials like fabric, wood, leather? That will be the deciding factor. And when you're ready to purchase your Cricut, check out the links in the video description to see where you can buy yours and discover the latest sales going on. I hope this breakdown helped you decide which Cricut is right for you. Let me know in the comments which machine you're leaning more towards, or if you already own one, which Cricut do you recommend for others? Plus, if you're looking to start or grow a craft business, check out my free resources in the video description as well to get you started. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you have a very crafty day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!